Back, episode 11 here on the Palermo series. It's been preseason's moving along. We already had one preseason game in the books, but it's been a lot of fun. Before we get into that, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe to the page, leave comments, let us know how you're enjoying the page or not. If you have any recommendations, suggestions, questions, let us know. But please don't forget to subscribe. It does help this page out tremendously. So let's get into the page here. So preseason, I said, is well underway. We're actually August 5th now is the current date. We just played Benevento. We're getting ready to play Mainz. Benevento was relegated from Serie B to Serie C, where we are at, so they were a tough opponent. So it's good to see how we stacked up against them. A team that's probably going to be one of the favorites in this division, I would assume. And so look at the game. The game went out. We drew that game 2-2. We started out very well. Had the first two goals of the games. Newcomers scored the goals. Zalewski, we'll get to that signing here in a minute. And Marang Boubacar, who we got from the youth team. We outshot Benevento 16-8 shots on target, 7-4 in our favor. We had the first two goals of the game, but then in the last 2 minutes of the game, they scored goals. So not bad performance overall, consider who we played against. So one of the things we did was we signed a lot of players, both players and coaches, right? So how many players did we sign? We were struggling with keeping staff and team members, and so we had to go out and get some guys, right? So we talked about how we spent some money, actually, and we'll tell you how much we spent on Luigi Mendola. That's been heavy criticism by the board, how much we spent for him. Well, we spent $750,000 to keep him from his parent club, from Vibonese. I thought it was well worth it because he was a fantastic player for us last season. So we picked him up on July 1st, so that's one, technically. We brought in Armando Vigarito. We brought him in from Benevento, who just got relegated. That's two. So overall, we picked up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 16 players we picked up. 16. We basically picked up a team. They're not going to all be in the first team. Some of them are going to be in the U20s and U18s, but we're building for the future here. So another big name that we got from Regina, Francesco Salandria. He will be one of my starters going forward. We picked up Lorenzo Andolina, from Trapani on a loan. One of the main acquisitions that I wanted, other than Luigi Mendola, was Andrea Rizzopina. I thought he did fantastic for me last season, so we picked him up again on loan from Atalanta. We picked up another loan was Lorenzo Sabatini. I'll point out some of the players I was really looking to get, and so Nicola Zalewski from Roma. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to get him, but we put a loan with an option to buy for $100,000 for the season. So let's look at him real quick. He's 18 years old. He looks like he will be a starter for me, or on the fringes of the starting 11. Determination is very good, 14. Natural fitness, 15. He plays a winger, inverted winger, but he can play inside forward, advanced playmaker, and winger in general. So at 18 years old, we thought we were thinking of the future, and the now. This kid can be in the starting 11 to begin with. Another one, Angelo Italia, we got from Benevento. We've been picking Benevento apart. So determination, 12, not bad. Natural fitness, 10. He's more of a central midfielder, an attacking midfielder, and so 17 years old, we thought, why not? He's going to be someone for the future there. Nicolas Bonafanti, we got him from Inter. A youngster with a lot of potential here. Determination is only a 10 and natural fitness is 11. But as a striker, he's got a good finishing, good dribbling, good first touch, and he will be a Serie A caliber player come later on in his career. So 18 years old, again, thinking of the future and the now. Abubakar Saka, we also got from Inter as well. We kind of went through Inter's raids there. 15 determination is pretty good. Natural fitness 17, that's stellar really. 17-year-old from Guinea. First touch is pretty good, 14. Dribbling is 14. Finishing is a 9. He could do better on the 9, but he's supposed to be a Serie B, Serie A player here, so in the future. So we picked him up on a loan. A player I thought I was going to lose, a defender who didn't want to be with Palermo in the Serie C, eventually changed his mind. We're talking about Erdis Kraja. We have some solid defenders in Lancini and Accardi, but I wanted some depth. We picked up Malang Bubakar from the U20s, so we promoted him. So he needs a partner. And Erdis Kraya, 20 years old, the Albanian who we had last season, did very well for me. Good determination, 14, natural fitness 12, a solid central defender. So we got him on a free, really. It's funny, his contract expired unbeknownst to me, and I guess he didn't realize this when we got him, when we first put the contract out for him, but we ended up picking him up for free, and so, hey, I barely spent any money on all these loans and purchases here. Another one, Andrea Filippo, is actually a player who just signed in real life with Palermo. He was a promising player from Roma with a lot of potential, but he actually got dropped from the team. He didn't perform very well last season for Roma, so I said, you know what, let's bring him to the team, let's give him an opportunity. In his first games with the U18s, scored a goal, so getting back on track perhaps. He's a youngster, 19 years old, so he's on the U20s, excuse me. Determination is not that great. Natural fitness is pretty good. He is a striker, but yeah, we'll see how he does. His rating is not that great, but we're hoping that we can build him up with the coaches we have to get him back on track. A player I'm happy to get back. We weren't so sure. He's one of our star players last season, Massimiliano Doda from Sampdoria. They kept reneging our offer, saying they didn't want to sign him, let us sign him, but we got him back. Natural fitness is 18. He is a right back, full back, but can play wing back. He's a complete wing back. He can do it all. He was so special for us last season. The Albanian, 19 years old, so we got him back on the team. I'm so happy about that. So overall, that was a pretty good transfer market. I think the board says it was average, but again, I'm planning for the future. Most of the players I got were 19 and younger. So while not all of them are in my starting 11 or in the first team, they are sprinkled throughout the U20s and the U18s. My U18s are really strong. We'll get to that in a second, but actually, let's go to development center now. Why not? So we look at the U20 squad, below average squad. This changed in the last, because I just changed this recently, but the U20s were poor and the U18s were above average actually. But there's two players that are doing really well in the U18s, and my coaching staff felt that they would do better in the U20s, so I moved on up, and as a result, now the U20s are just below average as opposed to poor, and the U18s are our average squad, so that's fine. I'm happy with that. It's better than we were last year at the beginning. So looking at the coaching staff, we got a lot of coaches now. We added a bunch. We got money from more coaches, but we did pick up some other ones. So Francesco Libro is one we picked up. He's rated 1.5, 54 years old. Decent ratings. All the people I brought in were upgrades. I added a new, actually, head of youth development I kept, Rosario Argento. His numbers are really, really out of this world. So working with youngsters, 20, judging player ability, 17, judging player potential, 19. I mean, this is a really good person to have in your head of youth development. So that's why I kept him there. I had to get new goalkeeping coaches because they all were subpar in my opinion. I brought in Pierluigi Brivio, Giorgio Rocca, and Michele Marotta. And then to round out the coaches, I brought in Rosario Campagno. So going over to the medical staff that we brought in, I didn't change much here. The only person I really wanted to bring in was head of sports science, Attilo Di Paru. He is an upgrade from what I had before. Sports science is only a 13, but negotiating 17, level of discipline 16. So it's good numbers there, an upgrade from what I had before, which is 0. So I felt I could bring him in, and my board were on board with that. No pun intended. In the recruiting teams where I made some more moves as well, like I said in the last episode, we brought in the new technical director, Daniela Imperatrice. We brought him in, and then I brought a new chief scout in, Giuseppe Malardo. Very important. His numbers were decent, or certainly an upgrade from what I had before. So 14 and 12 before. My numbers for my guy was 11 and 10. So an upgrade there. I brought in some more scouts. Quintavalli, Villano, De Rocchis, and Segoni. Segoni was one I've had before, but so I brought in 4 new scouts just to kind of help the team out. So Yeah, it's been fun off season so far. I'm ready to get the preseason going. We started out with a good draw. So let's see where we go from there. All right, so we got the odds came out about who was going to win the league. Just like in the Serie A, Serie C, it's Juve's under 23 team. Our favorite at 1-5 to win the league. Benevento, who we just drew, our favorite at 3-2. Then third is La Spezia at 2-1. Siena, a former Serie A club, 5-2. Novara, another one, 5-1. Pro Vercelli, 6-1, and we are rated at 7-1. So, good stuff. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, we wanted to finish top 5. I mean, honestly, I wanted to win the league and get promoted, but at present we're rated 7. So these are the 6 teams. The 6 teams are really gonna be worrying about the season. See how we do against them. Benevento already a strong start for the preseason, so I'm happy with that. So our next preseason match is against Mainz. Mainz is a Bundesliga club, so a good test for us here. We will be at home for this one. Let's go to team selection. So some of the my starting 11 is much different than it was before, at least in the preseason to begin with. But it's going to be completely different from last season because we lost so many players. So Raimondo Lucera, one of our studs last year, he's still going to be in the starting 11. Pairing with him is going to be Sacco, 17-year-old Boubacar Sacco. He's the one we got from Inter. He did well in the last game we played. The Roma pickup, we got Zalewski. Nikola Zalewski, 18-year-old Polish player. He's going to be my trequartista. My midfield, we're going to keep Luigi Mendola in the 6th position, the regista position. Danilo Ambro is going to keep his position in the midfield as well. Did very well for me last season, and I expect him to do well. And the new man in the midfield is going to be 25-year-old Francesco Salandria, who we got from Regina. He should do well for me. He's a pretty competent player. If you look at the ratings-wise, like who's better than him, there's not many people better than him. Luigi Mendola really is the only player better than him at this position we're going to play him in, which is the deep line playmaker. But I'd rather have Mendola in the regista role as opposed to the deep line playmaker. So right wing, familiar names. Massimiliano Doda on the right wing back. Left wing back, Crivello. Roberto Crivello was a stud for me last year. I mean, goals and assists. My back four really is not going to change because you had Accardi and Lancini in the center back, and then of course Pelagotti in goal. And then looking at my bench here real quick, so the players, these are the players probably going to rotate here and there throughout the season. Marino is a new guy. Domenico Marino, new backup goalkeeper. La Rose is going to be a backup. Rito Pina is back there. Ricciardo is back there right now. Sforzini as well on the bench. Talia, Boubacar, another backup defender. Vaccaro we got from the U20s. Bonafanti, Sabatini, some of the new players are in there. And then Vitale from the U18s. So good mix of young players in the lineup. So I hope we're not going to have any issues going forward this season with not having enough 18-year-olds on the team, because I think I have quite a bit at the moment. So let's submit this team and let's go in the game. All right, let's change this up a little bit so we can. All right, starting out the game hot and heavy. Here we go. We're dominating shots at the moment, 3-0, 2 shots on target for us. Good start for us, but they get the free kick in our end. Oh, and a big save of Pelagotti. Now, I expect this to be a difficult game for us, being this is a top division club we're playing against in the Bundesliga. Yeah, they're at the lower end, but still a top division club, and we're in the 3rd division at the moment. But for the moment, it's pretty even, actually. 4-3 shots. Here we go. Mendola with a free kick into the box. Oh, and Sacco, the new man, gets the goal. What a goal. What a free kick by Mendola, finding Sacco. Crossover, finds him, taps it in, past the goalkeeper, 1-0. Excellent start to the game there. Praise the boys, as I always do. Throw in for Mainz. He crosses across the box. Oh, nearly intercepted. Boetius gets it. Oh, but still Doda. Doda loses it again. Fernandez gets it back over to Aaron on the left wing. Left wing, looking for somebody. Finds Boetius. Oh, but we clear it out there. It's good way, good way. There we go. Lucera coming down 2-on-1. 2-on-1. Here's Lucera trying to get a goal. He's beating his man. He's going to take a shot. He does, and it's a save by Vorm. Good counterattack. But possession-wise, we're doing pretty well at the moment, 57 to 43. Throw in for Crivello to Ambro, Danilo Ambro in the middle, to Salandria, Salandria to Mendola, Mendola to Zalewski. Zalewski takes a shot, and he scores. Team is moving. The youngsters are performing. 17-year-old scored. Now the 18-year-old scores 2-0 against a great club. I'm curious now how we're going to play defensively because we had a big lead against Benevento, and we lost that lead. So let's see how the team can overcome that. But Zalewski, a great strike from top of the box. Hopefully more of that to come this season. I'm excited for him. Team is fired up on my comments, as is Mainz, because apparently their coach gave it to them. Should we close out one of their players? Yes. So throw in for Doda. Doda to Salandria, back to Doda on the right wing. Takes on his man, one-on-one. Oh, Lucera gets it back to Salandria, back to Doda. Doda looks for the cross, and he gets blocked. So Salandria first to the ball, gets it back before the midway point. Brings it back in. He finds Luigi Mendola. Mendola back to Massimiliano Doda. Doda, one-on-one, looking for the cross. He crosses it in. Oh, Crivello's header goes over the bar. So our left wing back and right wing backs are heavily involved early on in this one. And we're going into halftime here. Up 2-0. Shots 11 to 5. That's fantastic. On target 8 to 2 by us. Possessions 55 to 45 for us. So we're doing very well at the moment. Hey, look, we saw this many times last season. Struggle for possession in the opposition's half. This is true. We always do that, but we come on strong in the second half. It is preseason. We're going to bring in some rotation. Maybe that's part of why we lost last game. I rotated pretty much all 11 guys on the pitch. Luigi Mendola with a free kick. Is he going for our target? He does, and he scores. Ooh. Luigi Mendola with a fantastic free kick. Andrea Pirlo-esque. Or maybe Paulo Dybala, former Palermo player. With a wonderful kick with a left foot. Luigi Mendola, 3-0. Team is flying high. I think with that, we'll take some of the players out. Luigi Mendola is playing well, so let's take him out. Bring in Andrea Rizzapina. Danilo Ambro's on a yellow. Let's take him out and bring in Angelo Taglia. Look at the rating of some of the guys. I think all players are playing well at the moment. Lucera's been one of the key players for me, so I'm going to take him out right now. Bring in Bonafanti. Let's see the big players I have. Roberto Crivello, don't want him to get injured. I'll bring in Francesco Vaccaro. Doda, I obviously want to take out. And I'll bring in Lorenzo Sabatini. So, a lot of subs here. All right. Throw in for Vaccaro. Vaccaro to Sacco. Sacco back to Vaccaro. He crosses it in. Rizzopino tries to keep it alive, but Mainz clear the ball out to Accardi. Accardi brings it back in really quickly. He's looking for a teammate to find. He finds Lancini in the middle. Lancini to Salandria, to Rizzapina, to Zalewski, who finds Vaccaro in the middle too. Oh, what a play. Bonafanti with the goal. What a team goal that was. A beautiful team goal once again. The tic-tac-toe passing. Lancini to Salandria, to Rizzapina, to Zalewski. Zalewski to Vaccaro, back in the middle to Bonafanti. Wonderful team goal. 6 people touched it on that play. 4-0. Wow. Wow. Let's change the attacking here. Let's make it a little defensive here. Let's, we got a sizable lead. Let's focus on defense at the moment. Let's make a few more substitutions here. Players are doing well, but we don't want to get anybody injured. Andrea Accardi, we're going to take out. Bring in Marang Boubacar from my U20s. Take a Lancini. Erdis Karaya is not available, so I am going to go with Francesco Di Mico. Salandria, probably take him out now and bring in Manuel Zafro. And then let's bring in Giovanni Ricciardo and Sforzini. Actually, I can't bring in Sforzini at the moment. So, actually, I can change for Zalewski. Bonafanti can go to Trequartista, and boom, all 11 players have been changed, minus the goalkeeper. And we could do that. Well, the goalie needs some practice, right? Sforzini picks up an injury already. He's shaking it off. He's all right. He's all right. That would have sucked if we brought him on, and as soon as we brought him on, he got injured. But game over. We win 4-0 against Mainz. A fantastic performance against a top division team. 14 shots to 8, 10 shots on target to 2. possession. They had a little bit more possession than us, but they were losing and they were trying to get some goals, and it was ineffective for them. So we went 4-0. A fantastic performance by my team. I'm going to let the boys know that as well. I'm proud of your performance. Nobody gave us a chance. Well done. The team responds. We got another friendly coming up against FC Messina, a team we played last season, one of our rivals. They're still in Serie D, I believe. They may have got promoted, but we'll check on that. But yeah, we win 4-0. Sfortacini did get injured, but it was just a minute one, a twisted knee. 3 to 6 days, he'll be out. And then one of our youngsters that we brought in, Lorenzo Andolina, shined in my U20s game. 3-1 victory against Acerreale. 2 goals in that game. Also, Germano Cacciola got a goal as well. So we won 3-1 in that game. So yeah, team's coming along nicely. I'm really looking forward to the season. The moves that we made, both in the staff room and also on the players, seems to be working off so far. Can they come together and really become a cohesive unit like we had last season? That's going to be the trick. And also rotating the players. I got a lot of players, and I made a lot of promises to these players that they're going to get some pitch time. So heavy rotation is going to be, again, the theme of this season as it was last season. So yeah, let us know what you thought. I'm excited to hear what you guys think. But yeah, if you haven't done so yet, make sure, again, subscribe to the page, give us a like this video, leave comments, let us know how you like the series so far, any players that we should look out for, any coaches we should look out for, any ideas. Formation-wise, we're still using the, go back to the tactics here, we're still using the same 4-4-2 diamond wingback formation, so it worked with us last season. It's working thus far, and I see no reason to change it. We're going to keep going with that until teams start figuring me out and we start to struggle, and hopefully that doesn't come. So not until we get to first or second division, right? So yeah, once again, make sure you follow my podcast. I have Schalke America and Serie A Sit Down. Both can be found on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Both are streaming on anywhere that streams music, really, or podcasts. You know, Apple Podcasts, Soundcloud, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, you name it, it's probably there. So give them a like. And be ready for the next episode, because we're going to be into the heart of the schedule here. We can just look at the schedule real quick before we get out of here. First game of the season isn't until one more preseason game, and then the season starts off on August 15th. Early start to this season for me, so I'm not used to that one. But hey, one more preseason game, and then next time we'll probably be 4 or 5 games into the season, and so we'll see. We'll have a good idea of where the team is shaping up at that point, all right? So we'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you once again for watching, and we'll see you soon.
So don't act like it. Please don't treat me like I'm your sidekick, 'cause I watch TV. I see how